All in favor?
Aye.
The rules of procedure
Yes.
for the board?
We all should sign it, right?
Yes, agreed. And the one thing I was going to add to that was March 30th, 2027 for the board next year to do the same thing, review them, accept them. So that's to be added at the end. Everybody see the MS 232?
Yep.
Want me to vote? Everybody sign it?
We signed it.
Perfect. There. Want to go jump ahead to Mr. Bolduc? We're going to move right along. Yes, Sergeant. Come on up.
How we doing?
Good.
Before you get going, I have a letter that was sent to us last week, but since you were out last week, I didn't read it.
Okay.
So, the letter to the board says, please read this letter into the minutes about the discussion of the cruiser and Sergeant Bolduc. In October of 2024, the Chief of Police, Paul Poirier, brought Don Bolduc, who was working as a patrolman in Pittsfield, New Hampshire, forward as a candidate to work for the Barnstead Police Department. At that time, with negotiations still in flux due to the union, the board struggled with having the ability to pay competitive wages outside of offering a sign-on bonus. One possibility presented was to allow Mr. Bolduc to take the oldest cruiser, a Dodge Charger, back and forth to his house. The rationale was that the cruiser was not in constant use as there were newer cruisers. At the time of hire, there was a critical shortage of officers who may had left due to pay issues. Don Bolduc was familiar with Barnstead, was a certified police officer, and would not need an extended period of training. The select board at the time consisted of myself, Diane Beyer, chair, Gary Madden, vice chair, Priscilla Teedy, Rob Ellis, and Ed Tasker. The vote was unanimous, 5-0, to offer Don Bolduc the position of sergeant with an hourly wage of $32.28, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and to use and the use of the 2015 Dodge Charger to use to commute. The information listed in this letter of hire was conditional, pending the background check, which came back clean. As this was listed as part of his offer of employment, to remove could potentially invoke grounds of promissory estoppel on Sergeant Bolduc's part. I would urge the board to reconsider or find a reasonable substitution. Best, Diane Beyer. So, I'll let you go now, just so you know about this.
Thank you. I didn't know about it. Thank you very much. So last week probably would have been more opportune, but I was in the middle of the rest. Got the rest about 15 minutes prior to this meeting. I didn't finish up for that. The meeting was over, so I apologize for that. And I had submitted a letter to the board with my justification on maintaining take-home cruiser. I understood at that time that the Charger was going to be removed from the fleet. The Charger has since been replaced into the fleet and it's been reinstated as a take-home vehicle. So I am sitting here thinking that there's probably a solution to it where I would just use the Charger as a take-home cruiser like I was doing, and that this issue is no longer needed to be brought up to the board and take up the time. But I understand, and certainly understand that the board has a vote in this, and the board has considerations to make, and so do the townsfolk. But I did stipulate in my original letter that the amount of time and gas that the car is using to take to and from the house is the least expensive cruiser in the fleet. So it's not being used for patrol, it's being used to go to and from. And it is not costing the town any more money to use it in that capacity than it would be to use it in an official capacity. So that's the biggest point. I had Kitters, who has the contract, I think it's in flux now, but the fleet management deal was done with Kitters, and Matt was here last week, couldn't be here this week, he was here last week, with the data to show you the empirical data on Cruiser and its cost effectiveness. So I would ask the board to allow me to continue doing that. I didn't ask for a pay raise, don't ask for any other additional benefits or anything like that. I'm not pushing for that at all. The take-home cruiser, and the fact that I have the honor and the privilege to be a patrol supervisor here in Barnstead and work with the people of Barnstead, which I love doing. That's really the only thing that I would address the board.
Okay. Any comments from the board?
My understanding is we got the vehicle fixed, correct?
Correct.
For the price point we were looking at.
Lower than the price
Lower
point
than the price point.
we were looking at, yep.
Right.
So,
And that's the car that Sergeant Bolduc's been using all along, right?
correct. How many miles are on that?
So currently, right now, sir, there is 184,000 and change on the vehicle. It's a 2014 Dodge Charger, obviously. When I came on board, they put the fleet maintenance program together under the chief. We had a lot of work to do on all of our cruisers. This was one of them, and virtually everything has been replaced on it. So it's more like a 2022 Dodge Charger than it is a 2014 because everything's been replaced. We had the same kind of issues with a few of our other cruisers that we had in 2014, which caused a spike in our fleet maintenance, but that is coming down now because everything's been brought up to speed, and we should see a significant drop in maintenance costs over the next year because the cruisers that we have in the fleet with respectively 80,000 miles on them, and then the brand new cruiser is you should see those costs going down. We had that original spike, which I programmed in, and then now it should be coming down. The Dodge Charger, fortunately, who knew the water pump was doing well. Excuse me, that's all. 10-3. 10-3. I apologize, gentlemen. Multitasking, like.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
For whatever reason, it's not reaching in here.
Yes,
I'll
like
call
them
real
town
quick.
lines do.
Yes, sir. This is 83. Okay. Got it. I will be interrupted. Okay, thank you. We have a 911 hang-up call to the phone there, and I have to go to. We'll call back. Keeps getting hung up on. So when unfortunately,
I get it.
To be
Gotta do it.
continued.
I don't have anybody to fall back on.
Yep.
That's fine.
But I do apologize. But I do thank the board for your time and thank you. And I want you to know it's truly an honor to serve you. And I look forward to truly doing it.
It's an honor to have you.
Thank you very much. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Any last comments from the board before?
Well, are we going to meet again, or?
We're gonna meet again.
Yeah,
Happy to meet
there's a lot
anytime you
more
want.
discussion.
You want to meet with them again? Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Gentlemen,
Thank you.
please.
To be continued.
Bet we couldn't get him to take a shift not on a Tuesday.
Right.
I know, I get it. I get it.
We'll skip those. Highway's not here yet.
Highway coming.
Yeah, she is. She's coming here. Highways attendance, annual mountain of demos. What does the board feel about that?
About the what?
Highways attendance, annual mountain of demos.
Oh,
Which usually at Mount Sunapee.
Yeah,
They go to that every year.
it's
Yep.
doesn't cost anything anyways. I
So
think it should be done.
something they've always done. They go there. So it's kind of a networking for them too at the same time. So I'll make a motion that we allow the highway department to attend the annual mountain of demo.
I'll make the motion.
Well, I got a couple of questions. How do they do that? They all take their own personal vehicle up, and we
No.
reimburse for fuel and time on the clock and everything else, or how does that work?
I don't think we have in the past.
No, they usually always try to pile up into. It's one of their own personal vehicles usually.
Okay.
They get to make the most effective, but
All right. Well, maybe we ought to bring that to Sarah's attention and just say,
whatever.
let's not get a bunch of individual
You're right.
expense sheets.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Everybody read the fire chief job description.
Yes. I think we talked a little bit about oral boards on this,
Yeah.
on interviews.
It's whatever
Do
the
we
board.
wanna talk about that?
Yeah, whatever the board would like to do. If they would want to do oral boards or just have the applicants come into us.
Well, if we're gonna do an oral board, I would like to look into some selective people to join that board or to be on it.
Okay.
I don't know how to go about that, whether they apply for it or whether we just reach out or, I mean, how would that work on an oral board?
You could certainly reach out to the department and maybe get some names of other chiefs from other towns. You could certainly reach out to other towns yourself.
Okay,
We determine if you have a preference or what you would like the oral board to look like. How many you would like on there. So if you want a citizen, people, citizen members.
so we'd only be able to do 2 selectmen, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And then we could do,
We might want to be careful with other chiefs with the way everybody's looking for people. We'll be doing their boards for them.
I mean, ultimately, what's the total amount of people you want to have on the board?
I say, if we get too many, I think it's
Well,
gonna
that's
be a problem.
That's usually.
I don't know, couple of citizens and a
I was gonna-
couple of
I was gonna say 5.
experienced.
I was gonna say 5 maybe.
Okay.
5 total. Yeah.
Maybe we can reach out, maybe for a couple of citizens that may want to sit on that. And then we'll,
I don't think you have to do them all at once either. You could do like 5 one time and then another 5 if there's that many.
there'll probably be lines right up at the door, you think?
No, I think there's going to be more than you think.
Have we advertised for it yet?
No.
Not until we approve the job description.
Yeah.
So,
I just kind of wanted to talk about it, just
Sure.
to get a feel of how to proceed in that area once we do post this.
I mean, ultimately, there should be one select board member, and then citizens and fire chiefs. If we're gonna have 5
And that's okay.
total.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
So So,
I thought it looked okay.
motion post it. Post that there tomorrow.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There it is outside. So,
Where's-
Sarah is outside. Over there. She was speaking in.
All right.
Can we ask a question on the job description?
No, not till public input. I'm gonna skip over and take fire chief because you got fire rescue vehicle, utility vehicle you want to talk about right now. Yeah. Utility vehicle. So I'm gonna jump to you right now. Get this out of the way. Yes, I have.
So what is it?
So, what is your recommendation for who you want to go with for a truck?
Oh my.
Yeah,
I was
where
gonna ask you, 'cause you're
I want to know where do you prefer to purchase it from?
probably new car,
Why?
right?
Why when Irwin's is cheaper?
The 350.
So you want the 350, not the 250? Because we didn't get a price for a 350 from Irwin's. We only had
No, you did not.
a 250.
I mean, it doesn't, it really, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter. The truck's a truck. I don't care where we get it from. The most important thing is that we get something to replace the truck. I mean,
Right.
if the board says get it at Irwin's, I'll get it at Irwin's. It really doesn't matter to me.
Probably only a couple grand more.
I just don't know why you need.
It's just the springs there, just in case
Heavy
they got
duty.
or they got to tow anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, you should have a tow package or a snow package. I really have to look at it and go over it, but I mean, if I can keep the cost down, because we still got a letter. It's about $1,200, and then to see which radios we can probably get our utility, reuse them, and those have a light package.
Okay, so you have Nevo doing the installation of those, or the
We have Osprey Mountain gave us a price, Eagle gave us a price, and also the other electronics guy that will sell us the product, and Eagle will install it.
Patriots?
Yeah, Patriot, just the products there.
The other two don't sell the products. So they just do installs. They don't sell the products.
Nope. Osprey Mountain does sell product too. They'll sell product to the lights.
Yeah, that's selling and installation,
Okay.
and that's installation. That's who's selling.
Okay.
What that is, their quotes put together.
All right.
So.
And the other thing is availability. I mean, I get these quotes 2 months ago, but hopefully the availability. I mean, if I can get a 2025 left over, I would definitely ask for that.
I think that's gonna be slim. Yeah, so that's installation and the source is the other one.
Oh, yeah, okay. This is all I mean.
And Nevo's. That's Nevo's labor, and that's the parts
And
for
those
the
are Patriot parts.
from source.
Right. That's why I was.
Yeah, there's Nevo's parts to do the installation. No. Anybody else have any comments on it? Thoughts?
I don't think it's
Yeah, they all
Pick
look
one.
good.
I would sit down and study it better.
We don't need to study it anymore. We've studied it 3 weeks in a row.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're gonna get it. They're all roughly the same amount of money. I say we do a not to exceed, and you just pick the one you want.
Okay.
If you can find a 25 cheaper or something, get that one. If Irwin comes in with a 350,
Very well, same price.
close or under the new car price, you know,
See what they are.
then do that. I mean, that would be my recommendation. Otherwise, we'll keep beating this to death.
So it looks like we're talking about 51. It's
Talking
kind of
about
the middle between the two. Right?
Yeah, probably not to exceed what, 63,
Yeah.
66.
But the $1,200 he just said, yeah, because he had $690, but he just said $1,200 for the fines and lettering it up. So
Is that green too?
Will match the other car. No, it's
it's white.
It's
white.
White.
same exact, yes, sir.
Okay, so the
White,
truck's
right?
white.
The white truck,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And the lettering
Actually,
is,
green truck is much more expensive.
Green is very
It's like
expensive.
$5,000.
Yeah. Green. Green is very
Cheap
well,
as hell.
lettering is by the same guy that did the tower,
Yeah.
does it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So 53 and 11 is, okay, that's 66.
So
All right, so not to exceed 66.
yes.
I'll make a motion to purchase either the F-250 or the 350 with parts installed, not to exceed 66,000.
1,000.
Okay. I said K, right?
I don't know. Just making sure.
What's K?
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
There you go.
Thank you.
Don't exceed 66,000.
It comes out of your pay.
Okay.
Well, we have-
Huh?
A little bit off topic.
Okay, good.
I just one quick thing. I mentioned it to Gary yesterday in class, I may have saw him, but our staff is very confused about their health. And I think if people go to the town, if they can have health trust, come in and sit down, like half hour, individualized.
What's so confusing about it?
They don't understand deductible and how it works, and HSA and how it works. And they don't understand it. When they had the big group meeting, it wasn't quite the right environment. Things could be different for each one of them. So they haven't asked for this. This is me.
Okay.
They just,
They should.
it's a benefit they have. They don't understand how to use it.
No, they should understand how to use
All
that.
right.
Can we?
And we do know each of them can call individually because they will have individual questions
They,
and those will be answered, or I can schedule.
I think they would come in, right, for a day or something, or answer questions.
just, I mean, they got their card and they just go to the doctor. They don't understand what they're supposed to do.
Oh, their HSA card.
With
Okay.
change.
Yeah. Can we
I don't
schedule
have
that?
insurance here, so if I did, I'm very well knowledgeable in that stuff, and I could teach them, but
Can we also schedule a Primex to do their harassment training, discrimination training too, as well, that we talked about earlier,
thank
to
you.
get to get back on the yearly with that.
Yep. I'm trying to get
Try to do the same.
all same day.
Do that.
The other thing I have is, if you don't find a fire chief, I'm willing to stay 6 months.
Okay.
I wonder, Gary, they're going to be lined up at the damn door, so.
Okay. Just to let you know, I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
You know, an extension of 6 months would be fine.
Okay.
I want to help you out. Okay, thank you.
Appreciate that, Chief.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. See if she's ever come in now. I don't know. I just messaged her to come in, so.
We could have brought, where's Jessie?
She's in her office still.
Wow.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey,
No, no, it's back there.
been patiently waiting for you.
No,
No,
it's good.
you're all right.
You're fine, yeah. Oh,
How's it going up there?
It's going.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about first?
Well, I informed you that I reached out to, right? George.
Oh, Bachelor, yeah.
Yep, I have a back for him. He will be there hopefully, depending on weather-wise, Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
To start with the grader, not grading, but trying to get some potholes on dirt roads cleaned up.
Yep. Okay.
I gave Andy
There's a whole
stack.
that binder in the back on the table. Everybody's seen that. It's at highway projects. There's all dividers. So.
I don't know. I wanted to ask about Bob and Dave taking the grader course. I think it is necessary. It's not that they have to run a grader, it's just if something happens in an emergency and their grader needs to be moved, or there's a big pile because something happened, I'm not available, or the grader operator, whoever is in the grader, can't move the grader anymore for medical reasons. It doesn't matter. They will have training to at least feather it out, park it, and then go on from there.
Do you know when the next training is?
Beginning of April.
Beginning of April.
Yeah, I believe so. I can get back to you on that one.
Do they do that right? Do they do that right at the highway department, or do they have to go somewhere?
They go to Loudon.
They
So
go to
it's
Loudon?
a grader and backhoe course.
Okay.
Is there a cost associated with that?
It is for the hands-on training. The class itself is not. There's no cost to it.
Okay.
It would be the hands-on part where they come out. They take like an hour or two. They take the grader to a dirt road. And I think it's like $300.
A piece, or?
I want to say that's what it was last year.
No, it's the same as last year for me and Scott too.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's $300, and
Right.
they take their time and they show them
All right.
certain maneuvers and things like that. They teach you how to ditch with the grader too. The backhoe, they would teach them different tricks with the backhoe and stuff too.
Yep. And you wanted to send them to chainsaw classes as well?
Do what?
Chainsaw class as well?
So I have a letter or a little note. Dave does not want to do the chainsaw.
Which is fine.
And I have that here. I told him to write it down. What he wrote it down. I do have that for you guys. He's not interested in it, and I said, well, it would be best if you did take the course, so then you at least have it. You're certified, just in case something were to happen.
Isn't the course probably only a couple-hour course or something? What do you
Yeah,
know what it consists of?
No, they go
It's
they go all day.
It's an all-day thing.
So
It's free.
They go right down. They break the whole saw down, how to clean it, maintain it, oil it, and then they go out and show you how to notch the tree to cut it so it falls a certain way. And oh yeah, they do a lot with that class. But if Dave doesn't want to do that, I wouldn't send him to it though. Just
No, and
you're better off not to have somebody that doesn't want to do it or uncomfortable because they'll end up hurting themselves.
Right.
So
And you're certified?
yeah, I'm the only one who's certified.
All right. So yeah, we should at least get one more in there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see everybody, but if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it.
I do have Bob signed up for the chainsaw class.
Okay.
So, and that is free. The other thing I wanted to mention was when we do culverts, if there's an in and out or a road that has an in and out, not a dead end road, but when we shut down that road, we give PD and fire department and mention it on Facebook or something that we're closing the road down to do the culvert to get it done faster and get it done more properly, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. 'Cause
I mean, it's safer that way.
It
'cause
is.
even-
If it's a dead end road, obviously it's going to have to be sectioned.
Right.
Even you take a road like White Oak to go do a culvert, you're already more than halfway over the road when you're digging that up, anyways. So now you're taking a chance of vehicles going by almost on a ditch line that are not going to get sucked into the ditch.
And most of the time we take our excavator up there, right?
Huh.
Yeah.
We use
Yes.
our excavator,
Yeah.
which is big.
Yep.
Covers
Yeah.
half the road pretty much.
In itself.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with it as long as there's plenty of notification and police and fire have a game plan.
Yeah.
So just so they know and dispatchers are aware. So if they have to tone out mutual aid because they can't get respond quickly.
That would be part of the road maintenance with the pictures and info that I gave you guys.
Yep. On the subject of culverts, there, we need to purchase culverts. You had
Yeah.
talked about.
We have 2 full pieces.
Yep.
How long are those? How long is a full piece?
20 feet.
20 feet.
20 feet?
Yep. And it's 20 feet. It's 15 inches. We do have a
We have a credit.
Money, or not money, we have
We have a credit.
a credit for
Water Industries.
water industries and all
Okay.
that could probably get us maybe 3 culverts.
Yeah, the prices skyrocketed for those.
And I actually have what the price is for culverts now, and it's $411 for 1 culvert.
That an
Right.
18 inch?
No, that's 15
15
inches,
inch,
20 feet long.
Yep. Check on 18 inch too, because you'll probably put 18 inch culvert in a lot.
Okay.
So if you take a 15 inch culvert out, put an 18 in it.
The ones that I did present to you guys for culverts that need to be changed, those are like 12s, and they're metal, or there's some
So
that
that'll be a
we're
15.
not
Okay.
sure what's going on with the culvert. It is a plastic
Yeah.
piping. We have to take a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is water industries pretty competitive as far as that goes?
Yeah.
I mean, they're convenient.
I mean, they're convenient, but they are pretty competitive. I mean, you got Water Industries, Eliminator,
Yeah,
EJ.
EJP,
wind
EJ
water.
Crestwood.
When we did Strickland,
Yeah.
we went through wind water. They were the cheapest. But we have credit with
Alright.
EJP usually has state bid but I don't know who has that this year.
So how many are you gonna grab right off?
Is it?
3? Is that what you said?
how
Well-
many days I can.
So this is what I was gonna do because we only budgeted $3,000,
Right.
and we're definitely gonna overspend that. Because we weren't told that we needed to increase that budget, that line item. So I was gonna make a motion for Sarah to spend up to $3,000 for culverts. And leave it at that. When she needs them, she can order them, get them in. So if she needs to order more, then she needs to come to us
Alright.
to overexpend that line.
And we're gonna use up the credit that we have first.
Correct.
right?
Yep. I'd be willing to bet she'll use all
I was
the
gonna
credit
say,
and all
do you
of
really
those.
think we'll use all of them? 3,000?
I mean, you use 2 culverts. with
That's 10, basically,
So-
right?
what? 10 culverts.
Culverts.
So that's only 5 you do. Is the door locked?
Shouldn't be.
Oh, maybe not. It's in the wrong spot.
Okay.
I mean, if she purchases 10, that's only 5 actual culverts
Right.
you're putting in.
Yeah.
So she's gonna do probably more than 5.
Okay.
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll second that.
How do we want it? We want to use the credit there, and do we want to get a bid on the rest, or see who's cheaper for the rest and go there?
Well, it's $3,000, so why don't we just give her a max of 3,000?
But we should check and around.
I mean, I don't have a problem.
We'll use the credit anyways.
Yeah.
What?
Use the credit
I mean,
there,
Yeah,
and
use the
then
credit.
find out if the others are substantially cheaper for the rest.
Obviously, yeah, I'd price shop around. So, because if she buys 2 culverts at a time, she doesn't have to come to the board.
Yeah.
Technically, so. But just price shop around and see who's the cheapest.
Okay.
and
So-
do you want me to, when I call Alton, do you want me to ask them how much the 18s are? And if,
Yeah. Because if you're gonna pull a 15 out, I'd put an 18 in.
okay, that's if we pull it.
Right, Jason?
Yeah.
If you pull a 12-inch culvert out, put a 15 in. So you can go up 1.5 size.
We do have some culverts, I have to measure. There's bigger culvert piping up
Yeah.
there, but we have some 12s. We
Which are
do
probably
have, some ones that we can use if you had to extend it out further, like couplings and just extend out 415s. And then there's bigger ones, I didn't measure them, and then there's one big one, I think that might be for the narrow.
No, we haven't ordered anything for that.
Huh?
We haven't ordered anything for that. That would have all been Earth.
Maybe that was,
So like a 3-footer or something?
yeah,
30
it
Unless it's a cutoff section from Pole's Ledge.
could be.
They could have
No,
cut
it's pretty
a
big.
piece off of it.
Do you have any couplings?
Yep.
You do?
Yeah.
What's the standard regulation for a culvert on the driveway?
15.
Is it 15?
15.
Geez, I'm surprised you can get a 15 in most of those.
You can get it in, it's just the amount of cover.
Yeah, right.
It's the amount of cover. You got it.
I thought it was 12 for some reason.
No, they increased that. That's what they did.
Does it say that in the driveway regulation?
It does. It does. One thing I want to make you aware of, Sarah, and I know this isn't your fault at all.
Take a vote on the motion for
Can we do that?
by culvert.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sorry. Jumped ahead. I was going through the detailed expenditure report there, and there's a couple line items in highway that are overspent already this year. So, just to give you an idea, the equipment rental line, which we budgeted $0 for, has already spent $13,163.47. I said, I know this isn't your fault, but obviously we got to find the money somewhere. Highway equipment maintenance, you're just about almost halfway there. So we budgeted $15,000 and $6,858.29 has already been spent. Excavator maintenance, we've spent $3,994.74, and we budgeted $1,500.
Were the tires in there?
That's for the backhoe.
Oh, okay.
The tractor maintenance, we spent $4,893.28, and we budgeted $3,000. Tools and maintenance, we spent $11,553.23, and we budgeted $9,200. So I'm just making you aware of this already. So, because of what has happened. The other thing we already know we're going to overexpend is salt, but we're not expended on it right now. But come the end of the year when we have to place the order, there's a certain percentage of salt we have to order. So that line will be overexpend too. So going forward, just FYI, okay? I just wanted you to be heads up, not get caught off guard. So on that one.
You got a new TIG welder up there?
Yes.
Is it still in the box?
No,
No.
it's not. I don't know how it came because I wasn't there at the time when that was purchased or
Okay.
brought into the shop.
Yeah. There.
But I do have this to present to you too that I had Fran print out, and it was the questions that you asked me.
Yep.
And that welder came from the scrap metal that was recycled.
Yep.
And it's all here. I didn't know if you guys needed that or not.
Yeah, I'll look
Yeah,
at
we'll
that
take a
afterwards.
look
We'll definitely take a look at that.
It did. It came from scrap metal. The board never made a motion to approve the purchase. The purchase there and totaling everything was $4,911, and that was back in December 23rd, 2025. So
I have a question. Are we doing our own oil changes now that particular person is not around? Or are we still gonna continue keeping it safe for us and
how do you feel about doing that?
stuff?
Can you do
I mean, we all have done it.
it? It's not what we asked.
Are you comfortable doing it?
I just want us to be safe, and it is taking a chance of one of us getting hurt, or we forgot to put a bolt pipe, or you know what I mean, having a.
So my recommendation would be no. Then don't do it. Then if you don't feel safe doing it, don't do it. So
You
and
don't want to
especially
cause more damage to
correct, and
stuff
especially with
that's
you
gonna
being so
cost more.
short-handed right now, it'd be better for you to be out on the roads than trying to be in the shop trying to do any of that stuff. So if we can send it out, that's fine.
Who usually does that? Or who would do that? Jordan?
Probably Jordan.
Yeah, I've been like the one time had an oil change and everything. It needed a new bearing. He did that last week, so it was good to go. So that's all set. Dave's truck has a hydraulic leak for the front plow. That is, we have somebody coming in to teach us how to run our new hydraulic.
To make
Hose maker?
to make their own hoses, yeah.
So that's one of the things that we're gonna fix tomorrow. That to show us and stuff. And then Bob's truck has a hydraulic leak underneath one of the big lines that go from somewhere. We haven't pulled it into the shop yet. That will be tomorrow too. With that being said, hopefully we can find Bob's leak and change that right away, because I need to take out 2 sanders to be able to haul material. And that was the other question too. Are we allowed to, or am I allowed to order 1.5-inch stone? I did order some already, but I have maybe a couple days worth of stone left to be able to try to figure out these potholes around dirt roads and stuff. The potholes, when I was driving out, they're still full of water. So if we go and use gravel, it's just going to create mud, and the potholes are going to continue to show.
We don't have a stone right
It's under crushed bank gravel.
now. No, crushed bank gravel?
Yeah, riprap stone on that.
Okay.
So how much of that have you spent already? You said it's under crushed bank gravel.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got 100,000.
It's really 125,000.
Right, because of the FEMA.
Because the FEMA's the extra 25,000. Yeah.
Still
For that.
125,000.
I'll make a motion that you can spend up to $25,000 between stone, gravel, as you need for right now.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Do you want me to call around for that to see who's cheaper? Or do you want me to continue using, I think it's Continental?
For stone?
Yeah.
That's fine. Because they're usually right there. Honestly, the cheapest
Okay.
for stone. Oh yeah, you can, we do gotta do a gravel bid too at some point to put that up. We just haven't had obviously time. Look at that. We did approve for you to go to the Mountain of Demos on May 21st.
I don't know if we will be doing that.
Well, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't.
Okay.
But it is approved.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
For you. And then,
Because you mentioned vehicles.
Yeah, we just didn't want a bunch of vehicles going up and get three
Yeah.
different expense reports and everything else.
if you go there. But you guys usually, let's say, pile on the
Dave's
one.
not interested in it.
Okay.
Bob, he's like, I did talk to him about it, and he wasn't really interested. The only one that's really interested in it is Fran. I don't mind going. I like looking around and looking at new things that they've come up with, and, you know. But I'd rather be here and try to work on roads than go.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll leave that up to you.
Yeah.
You wanted to purchase a powered post driver.
Yes.
Okay, you don't have to ask for that.
I'm gonna leave that up to you, and I'm also gonna make a motion that Sarah be allowed to spend up to $1,500 in accordance with the purchasing policy. That she's the foreman running the department. So this is the only reason why she didn't purchase it, because we actually haven't authorized her to purchase anything up there.
I'll second the motion.
So, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Did you get my quotes? I didn't.
We did.
Care.
We did.
And
We don't need 3 quotes for $300.
So this here is anything under $1,500 you can purchase without coming to the board.
Okay.
So we're giving you authorization right now. So for that,
Did you guys talk about Dave's arms or his wing?
Arms?
the wing arms there. Oh no, we haven't. We saw the quote there. We haven't actually officially talked about it though.
So that is something that should be talked about. I know winter's spread over, but for next year, when he goes, right now our wings, like number 30 and 27, our wings go up to where they need to be for safe traveling. His is below his passenger door. There's something going on in that, and I had the gentleman come up that looked at it and gave us the quote for that.
Okay.
I think for now we just table it because we're coming to the end of winter time and give us more time to look into that.
Are those arms interchangeable?
No. There's a top and a bottom.
No, but I mean,
From
from one vehicle to another.
You potentially can, change it from truck to
I
truck.
think that's what happened. I think something happened. I don't know, not in my time being with the highway.
Yeah.
And they're just not right. It's him traveling. He could in a car with the wing the way it sits.
Yeah, it's 6 out too far.
It's supposed to be
Probably
fully up.
it's probably not extending where it needs to be or something.
It's not picking it up enough.
Yeah.
So
And it's not the piston. It's the arms itself, and that's what that quote is for.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe we should table it for right now because we're probably not going to need it for the rest of the season. But don't forget about it.
we're hoping. We're hoping. I said, give us some more time to look into that. So
my next thing was street signs. We have old street signs that I'm not sure what to do with them. Do we scrap them? Do we see if we can get a credit by having Fran contact the company she goes through to get new street signs or street signs covered or whatever?
what do you mean by street signs? Like old ones?
Old ones, as in they're not up to date for 911. Like they're small.
I gotcha.
They're just small
Okay.
street signs.
So what are they? Stop signs and
No, they're
Street signs.
Like the
Like
names
for-
of
oh,
girls.
okay. All
Yep.
right. The ones that get stolen all the time.
Yeah,
Like
those
Rabbit
ones.
Lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
We may have to think about that one.
yeah.
We'll make a border around town hall with them.
I mean, we have some.
Yeah. Okay.
The only other thing was uniforms.
Yeah, we're still figuring that one out.
You're still
Like,
figuring
yeah.
that one out? Okay.
Yeah, we talked and
Are you talking about uniform services,
trying to get rid of
like
them.
UniFirst or
Yeah.
somebody else?
No, just weighing out the cost from getting rid of the uniform services to just giving them like a stipend there kind of thing.
Like the boots.
Yeah, like we do with the boots. So, but
Well, we're
and-
still under contract with them, aren't we,
Correct.
for another year?
So that's the other thing. Yeah. We're looking at all of them.
Right.
I do know Dave wears pants. Bob wears his pants. I go back and forth because I still have my work pants from way back when. And they're more comfy than the pants that we have for uniforms. But and we have our shirts and stuff. I will start wearing my shirt once it starts warming up a little bit more with my t-shirt underneath. So, and I wear my work jacket a lot or my hoodie.
Okay, so what are we concerned about here? I mean, what's the biggest problem is that we are under contract right now. Why are we looking to get out of the contract? And because we're thinking we can save more money just with a stipend?
Well, that's where we're trying to look into, see what we could do, if it would save money potentially, or if it'd be right about the same.
It probably won't until the contract's up, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's the other thing, yeah. So.
Okay.
So the other situation that we have here is there's a tree that is on the side of Valley Dam. It broke, but it's a really, really tall tree. And with me being the only one that is certified to run the chainsaw, we can take the backhoe or the excavator and try to cut it down ourselves, but it's I don't feel comfortable doing that.
And that answers the question.
So it probably would have to have a professional come out and do it. It's leaning on trees. If one of us did it, the gentleman called it a widowmaker. It's not on any lines. There are lines across the street, across the road. That road's not very wide anyways.
Is that
That's
on
down
the?
by Valley Dam, is that what you said there was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have I actually have pictures of it here.
Is that
You know,
that on
take a look
the
at
list of trees that you gave us?
No,
Yeah.
this is something totally new.
Totally new for this.
Okay, there is money in there for
Yeah, there was one on the list.
tree and
We can
bush
add that.
removal.
We'll add that one to the list there.
There's power line there next to it too.
Yeah,
So there's two from Valley Dam?
No, there's only
Okay,
one.
we're on our list then.
The list that
This one's on Valley.
that's
Yeah.
the very beginning of that video.
I'd leave that one, that one's gonna fall anyways. Okay.
yeah, if you're not comfortable, don't even attempt it.
Yeah.
It's just taking the machine out there and grabbing it with
Well.
the machine and trying to hold it up while somebody else cuts it in pieces. I don't think that's
No, it's
the
not.
right
No,
thing to
too
do.
many things can
Well,
go wrong.
If,
Right.
if there's a widowmaker there and you grab that with the machine and it comes down on the machine, you don't need that either. So
I mean, that's what the gentleman called it,
No widowmaker.
a widowmaker.
okay.
I think that is it. Besides,
When you get a chance, take the list of trees that you did make for us. We do have it. Take that list, touch base with three different tree companies and see if we can get a price for that list. We may not be able to do it. You know, I think there's like $10,000 in there, but
Definitely mark down which ones are
but at least
high priority.
that gives us something to go off of. And then if we can only do half of them, then you're going to need to go out and prioritize
which ones are the
which ones are the most important. Okay.
Okay.
It's quite a list, so I'm pretty sure we probably won't get through them all, but
right.
if we can do as many as possible, especially the more important ones,
I
or
mean,
the
once,
more dangerous ones,
once
should I say.
once Bob gets certified, then, I don't want to take all our time on trees that we we can cut down ourselves with the chippers and use that and stuff, but, cause that's taking away from the road.
Yeah,
But if we can go off at some point, you know, like parking, it gets really narrow, because there are trees that have been nicked quite a few times.
well, there's always gonna be trees for you to cut.
Right,
I mean, there's,
but I just don't
you're
want
not
to
gonna
take
run
all
out.
our time. But I wouldn't mind
doing
putting
something,
it out
yeah.
there and doing a couple here and
Okay,
Okay.
there. Other
If
than
that's
that,
all,
I think
that's it until afterwards.
that's what
Afterwards, you want a non-public. Still,
I don't,
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
okay.
Do you want to know what I have? Greg or George? Yeah, Greg.
George.
George.
George Batchelder.
Yeah. The roads that I would like him to do. Or are you all set with that?
Just give Karen a list what you want to do.
Okay. And
And she
he
can-
asked for a map, and I highlighted the map
Yep.
for him, and I'll give you that list tomorrow. Karen.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think I'm. We're all set.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you.
Doing a great job.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take care of Jesse first. Okay, Jesse. And then we'll take Ronnie first.
See, Bryce, support group.
Yep. So we've got to talk about your pay from what budget committee recommended and what was approved at town meeting. So selectmen are recommending $56,244. Budget committee recommended to go with $60,500 for you.
What was it again?
60,500. The department head's figure for it.
Which is a 17% increase. I'm sorry.
So what budget committee didn't do was they didn't add in Social Security, Medicare, and retirement for you by doing that. So that is an additional $1,339 into your budget. Would be. Anybody on the board have any comments?
What'd you do here? So this is the difference from here?
That's what you got.
76, 71. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong one. Medicaid.
Yeah, we didn't budget for it, so yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Nobody. I guess I'll go then.
Well,
My thought is, would you meet us halfway? So, part of this is you're also asking for $6,750 for new poll books too, which we didn't budget in your budget, and that includes the books and the annual maintenance fee. That's combined. So, we're just trying to figure things accordingly.
so this 56,244 included everything, right?
Then yeah. Well, that's just
Oh,
that's
cool.
just for that, and then we have the Social Security, Medicare, and retirement.
Right. I mean, we're already figuring at 8%, right?
Yeah, we figured an 8% raise is what we figured.
Well, maybe we should. How bad do you want your polling machines? Option B.
That's a different discussion. So that was my thought. So if you met us halfway, that's $58,372. If you met us halfway.
That brings it up another 7.
And
I think 17% in 1 year is a pretty good jump. Not that you don't deserve it. You deserve all of it. It's just hard to do with everything else.
Well,
And it's right, it's not that you don't deserve it, but we should bear in mind too that everyone else got 8%.
8%, right.
So, I mean, there's consideration of all the employees doing.
I wouldn't say everyone else. So just town hall staff got 8%.
Town hall staff.
Everybody else got 4%.
Right,
But
but
yes.
she did accomplish some goals that were higher than
Yes, that's fine.
Right.
than a normal employment. So you got to accommodate for that as well.
And it's pretty close when you take the 1,339 out that we took out for med and all that. It becomes close to that.
I think that puts it up to
Yeah.
12.
Okay. And we know we have to work on pay matrix in general, so we know.
We're making stuff.
Right?
Making some strides.
Okay. The board okay with that?
I am. I'll second it.
All those in favor? Even though I didn't technically actually make the motion, but I recommended it, but
I couldn't figure out the percentage, otherwise I would have.
Second half of this is Mary's, and it's just the hours. That's all we're going to talk about is the hours for Mary, for what the board wants to do. Selectmen, we budgeted for 200 hours. Budget committee, they put in 403.87 hours. So.
So you've been funding that position ever since I retired?
Yeah.
When Melissa became full-time, which is gonna be her 3rd full-time year, you also funded that position. In 2024, it was 11,407. 2025, it was 12,474.
That's dollar amount. How many hours?
I don't have to tell you, I have to do the math. It was 550 hours. Budget.
Let's just say, yeah.
Yeah. In 1 year, I didn't, like 2023, I didn't expend the line because you were on a budget freeze.
Yep.
So I'm a little conscientious about what the town spends.
Yep.
So if I didn't have to be here, I wasn't here. Why make it, go right up to the number if
Right.
you could get away with it? Now,
Yep.
so what happened was you had cut it down to 49.60. I went before budget committee. I explained to them exactly what I did, and Andy, I believe, you were there for that. And they upped the amount to $10,000 from
Flat. The amount, yeah.
Huh?
The amount, yeah.
Yeah, the amount.
So they doubled it.
So-
More than double. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where they came up with the
Yeah,
hours.
I'll give you the synopsis of what I do in that office if you'd like. I'll start from January and go through. But I send out all the tax bills, except for dogs. I send out all the certified notices. I send out the delinquent notices. We have to count ballots when they come in. We have to test ballots. So I've been doing testing and counting the ballots. There's a report. I start my year with the MS-61 report. I can just balance it. There were 2 errors in it this year that I found that were found before I looked at it. I mean, that's just the way it is because I'm an accountant. So so I can find those things. So,
Well, I think it's not questioning what you do, Mary. We understand what you do, and we know the importance of it, and you've been doing it a very, very long time. So we know you're good at it. The problem is that, or one of the problems I see is that we should only be using you for the expertise that's needed, not for the simple stuff like the mailings and everything else. I mean, there's stuff like that. I'm not saying simple. I'm saying the stuff that somebody else cannot do is the stuff we want you to do.
okay, so
You
this,
understand?
so this is the issue. Okay, so there's probably gonna be a little over 100 certifieds going out on April 7th. I think it's even more than 100, maybe 120 for intent to leave, okay? I worked in the post office for 22 years. There isn't a person in this building that can put together a certified letter like that. And I could probably do
And
it.
that's the stuff we need you for.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. You said the mailers, so it's like.
We need you to write the letter, not do the mail.
No, the letter is done at advertising. So I can do those letters in probably 8 hours, where it would take somebody probably 2 days.
What happens when you die, Mary?
Okay.
What happens? What happens? Nobody else is gonna know anything.
So
Jesus.
I plan on living to be 100. I'm not quite sure when I will live, which is another 30-something years, or 30 years.
I'm just saying, you went into retirement to retire.
No, I didn't. I went into retirement.
Nobody forced you.
So let's get back on the hours.
Yeah.
Here, so we'll get sidetracked.
I'll explain it to you later.
Right.
I retired and spent 1 day in retirement and then came back and worked part-time. Because I was sick of working 50 hours a week. That's why I retired.
Okay.
So I went to 30 hours a week instead of 60. And like Chess worked 60 because she was 20 years younger.
So does the board want to go with budget committee's recommended amount?
I was just say it's a 2-election year this year as well.
Yes.
State primary and a state general election, and that's something to think about too.
Yeah, we figured we probably over what we figured 20 hours roughly. The 10 setup, takedown, the whole everything, each one.
I was there 16 hours.
Yeah.
That's right, so
I
yeah.
was there 15 or 4 hours.
I was there too.
Yeah, we're not saying.
And I didn't get any money.
I didn't get extra money. Me neither.
You got fed quite down.
Yeah. And the food was good.
So what does the board want to do?
Any more input to this? Gary, you got anything?
No, I'm looking at the hours. I'm just, if the hours are accounted for,
I mean, it'll be less than last year.
I'm comfortable with the budget committee's recommendation. And just also, there's I know the take up and set down for elections is a lot, but there's a lot more to it than that, to leading up to and after, as far as the filing period when people file and creating ballots and there's more a lot to it.
Yeah.
I personally think that, we went over this and we decided on 200 hours. The budget committee came back at 403. I say we meet it halfway. And do the 300 out, around 300.
and I know what you do. I
See,
don't,
that's the problem, is you guys don't know what
well,
okay? And
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
do.
it should be doubled.
I think there's work that you could pass off
Quite a step.
that somebody else could
But
do.
that means either Jess or Melissa has to do it, which takes away from customers.
No,
It's not like they're sitting around doing nothing.
no, but there isn't customers 24/7.
Huh?
There isn't customers every single minute of every day.
Well, they're not gonna take them, are you telling them they need to?
I'm telling you that there's other people to do other tasks that you don't need to be doing. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, I'm saying that I probably do all the tasks that.
But take one of us away from the window and waiting on people.
Okay, so the other thing is, I think budget committee recommended $10,000. Okay, never mind hours or whatever, $10,000. You funded that position at $11,000 and $12,000 for the past 2 years. The work isn't getting less; it's getting more. There's more revenue. There's more dogs. There's more cars. I think in the 2 years. Or in the 3 years since 2024, there's another 200 cars a year. The budget committee, I think, was very good at what they did, and they understood what I did after I sat down and explained to them everything that I did. But Jess doesn't have to worry about getting stuff out on time. Tax bills, I probably spend 25 hours a week doing up the tax bills. There's 3,500 tax bills. To get that through, and with help from other people in the office. It's not, I put in probably 25 hours, but they probably put in 8 or 10 hours in the office. But for what I do, for the time I do it, I think that budget committee was very good, and they didn't put in everything that was in there, and that's what they voted on. They voted on 10,000, and that's the budget that the people in this town voted for, not your budget. They voted for.
We have to work with the budget that we have. That's it, it doesn't matter.
They voted for the budget committee's budget, and I think you should recognize that that's what the people wanted.
On average, how many hours a week do you do?
Maybe.
She does a day every week.
One
That's
day
what
a
it's
week?
figured for.
Sometimes I only do.
52 weeks,
Sometimes
8
I only
hours.
do.
So it's a whole day a week.
I've been cutting it back because the money has been cut back.
Yep.
But we also have 4 weeks of vacation between both of them. And I didn't take all my vacation last year.
But if she does 8 hours every day, 52 weeks plus the elections.
That's 400.
You're right around 452
Which is
hours.
exactly what they did.
Well, no,
it's less than that.
It's less than 400.
Yeah.
It's less than 400.
It's 40. Call it 403.
I think that's not quite right, but okay, I'll go with that. You're telling me it's 403. But I mean, like Melissa goes on vacation the second week in June. The one thing you do not want
Are there more
is somebody
tasks?
alone during tax time.
Are there more tasks that Melissa can do?
Huh?
Is there more tasks that you do than Melissa can
So Melissa. Well, Melissa spends a lot of her time waiting on the customer.
do? I get that, but customers are not standing at that window every hour of every day. They are not.
She's doing the online stuff, she does all the dog stuff. I mean, there's 1,700 dogs in this town.
So I'm going to make a motion that we go with the budget committee's recommended figure. That is what the townspeople wanted. So whether I like it or not, like that's not what townspeople want.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
Aye.
Take care of that. Thank you. Okay.
Are we talking about poll books too, while they're here?
Who?
Poll books, was that, didn't I see that on the,
Yeah, we got a
Oh,
Jesse.
the request? for the
Jesse,
poll
one more
books?
question for you.
Poll books.
The poll books.
Yep, sorry, I got it.
Forgot
Poll
about
books
that.
are not in the budget, right?
They are
Correct.
not in the budget.
That is not.
However, we have to take into consideration that the primary, which is probably going to be twice as many people,
In the general.
and
Yeah.
the,
It's gonna be the other way around.
Oh,
and
there-
Other way around.
and then March
that's right.
will have the SB2 stuff. Right?
SB2 for school.
Oh yeah, it's just okay. But even still, that's done on voting day too, right?
That's all on voting day.
Yeah, that's a bigger
How
ballot.
many poll books do we have?
Huh? We have 2 now.
So this will give them 6.
3 now. I'm sorry.
So the 3 3 poll books is $5,850 plus $300 each for the maintenance, the yearly maintenance fee. So that's $900 plus on that.
Did Karen, did the town get their reimbursement from the state for
Just for the machine?
the machines?
Yes.
So
If we can get one.
What kind, well,
Listen, you really need three.
well, what I was thinking is, I mean, realistically, what you want is that initial check-in, 2 at each one of those stations, right? So you can run 2 people at each time that check-in, right?
Ideally, there would be 3
Or maybe 3 there, not 4 tabs, not,
4 would be great, but if we could at least have 3,
okay,
that would be wonderful.
all right.
1 for the supervisors and then
One at that table to make 3 lines.
to cut down on.
Okay.
But we can always remove it too. You know. But if we
Actually,
get
we might be able
more,
to pick that off some. This is a mid-year to non-presidential year, so your turnout is not going to be as heavy.
Yeah.
I've already got
Maybe
it figured
spread
out.
it out, you know.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
I'd be fine with that. If we could get 1 more for this year, I think that would be beneficial. And then bring it down for getting those people.
We had a lot of people register previously for the last presidential. I remember that.
They had over 300.
Which means that I don't think your registration is going to be as high
It
as
won't be this year.
normal.
Not this year. but
Right.
presidential.
So I think we could probably eliminate that one for this year.
So how many you want to?
1.
Just one?
That would be.
And then revisit. Yeah.
And then or even maybe even try to get them in the budget next year. You know what I mean?
For next year.
Right, what's the name? Maybe we can budget
Yeah.
for it next year.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
Because it was really small getting people in and out.
'Cause I'm pretty sure we can get 1 in there anyways.
So it's 2250. You want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion
I'll
to
second
purchase
it.
1 more. What do they call them? Pod
Poll
book?
books.
Poll books.
Poll books.
1
And
more
that-
poll book,
And that includes the maintenance fee there.
including maintenance fields.
So you want to pull that out of the operating budget?
Yeah.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good. Easy enough. And he just left.
Where'd he go?
Just trying to.
Jesus Christ.
I was trying.
He gets back here, we're gonna nail his feet right to the floor.
Right?
It'll be an hour.
Everybody see the monthly building inspector's report?
Yep. Yeah.
You see the request to use the parade fire station?
Yep.
The multiple requests we
I
had?
think that's good.
I didn't see the request for the celebration of life for Tim Smith in there.
We'll have to figure out.
Wasn't that already
The
approved?
chief had, mentioned it at a meeting publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
haven't seen an actual
Didn't
form
see.
out asking about it. but it
Would you
never-
please? Because I didn't see it in there, and I was kind of curious as to it.
Okay. I'm gonna open public input at 7:20.
Steve Bowles, 479 South Sunset Road. Just wanted to let the board know, I've known General Bowles for a number of years. I think this town is very, very fortunate to have a man here. His character and experience and morals as our son. I hope that you'll consider that as you, think about letting him continue to take a cruiser home. It almost seems as if it might be a deal breaker for him. I'd be ashamed to lose him. Furthermore, if he's got a cruiser at home, if something catastrophic here happens, his response time is going to be cut down to, assume he can jump right in the cruiser, go right to the scene if there's an officer that needs some assistance, and maybe the sheriff's department can take it. Keep that in mind as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Rusty. Yep.
George Crowell, 455 Monroe. I'd like to discuss a little bit some thought to the fire chief, that fire chief hiring process.
Yep.
First point is one is that the Firemen's Association, under the contract signed between the town and the association, is to have a position on any hiring process. Yeah, communications over the president, which is John Savage. Secondly,
And how would that person be picked from the association?
that would be up to John to determine.
Okay,
I don't know what his thought would be.
okay.
And so I'm not avoiding the question. I'll give you my best answer.
I appreciate that.
Secondly, I'd like to recommend you consider a little different process than what you were just talking about. Oral boards are very effective, but I think and having a selectman sit on that oral board is very appropriate because it maintains continuity between the board of selectmen and the process. But I would recommend, and this is very standard in public safety, both fire and police, where the initial review, once the applicants are identified, and you obviously have the decision in making whether you're going to look at them all or whether you want to have someone review them with you or yourselves. But the oral board is much more effective when it's an oral board of either fire chiefs from the region or including perhaps a representative of the fire marshal's office and fire standards to make up that board. And a board of 5 to 7 is not unusual. The reason I suggest that is that initial review is the folks that typically you're going to reach out to will be focused on the candidate and his background and his concepts of organization and running an organization to get that first before the next step would be to go to a review board by, as you've made up, selectmen, citizens, and elected. That way you're getting the view of the people in the business, the fire service, and then it gives them the direction what you want, have them report back to you, whether you want them to give you the top 3 or something like that, so that the next process is more about how it fits with the community, how it fits with the concept of goals and objectives that the board wants to have incorporated into that position. And that whole concept ties it all together. So you have a professional board to do an oral board, and then you have the town having the opportunity to run the community side and the board of selectmen best interest. And I just would, obviously that's my opinion. I've seen it work. I've been involved with oral boards all over the state, where we were, from officers at not chief level, but at the rank and file level to the chief level. And, it seems like it works, effectively because you're getting different people. You want to be careful in how you make up that board, that professional board, because you need to make sure they understand what the objectives of the board of selectmen have. And what am I referring to? I'm referring to Barnstead is a community of 5,000 people. It's very rural. We have, obviously today, we're in limited manpower, and so a new chief coming in has to be able to understand how effectively work in that arrangement, because we all like to be the best, but sometimes you got to look at the fact that we got to worry about these little back roads you can't get from things on, so. I don't know if that has any input to you, but I just wanted to make that known. As always, I'm more than willing to sit and talk. If I can help, I'm always looking to help the town, because that's where it's my town.
Thanks.
You mind if I give you a task?
Give me any you want.
Since you're the one that knows most about the cisterns and the map, can you
Yeah.
find it for me?
Well, you help me on that one? I was told it was in somebody's hands.
And you told,
So that's going to be your task to find it for us. Thank you.
I think it was it Will that told me that all the systems, or was it Rusty that told me that all the systems were operational?
That was
Yes.
Al.
Was that Al?
That was Al.
I don't know, but you were told that.
Okay.
I wouldn't have made that.
Come to find out, that's incorrect.
I would not have made that. Sisters, not dry.
Correct. Yeah.
Systems.
However, my interaction is a little different as a
All right.
voice fireworks, and I would speak on behalf of the
Okay.
Thank you,
I'll
Rusty.
look into that for you.
Thank you.
Nancy
Nancy?
Hart, 298 Gilmanton Road. I honestly have not seen the job description, but I'm wondering if it's going on the same basis as the public service job description.
In what way?
Like, are you looking to just hire from one town away? Because I think at that point you really drop more candidates.
It
Because
doesn't.
that was one of the,
As close as possible.
I mean, we would do want close to
Doesn't
response.
say. It's more about. It's all about qualifications, basically.
so it's not just going to be limited to one town away.
It doesn't.
No.
No, that doesn't say that in here anywhere.
Because it did say it on the public service committee.
Yeah.
Job description.
No, we don't.
It's definitely a bonus.
Well, it would be. Yeah, it would be.
You know.
And the other thing, I was on Sergeant Bolduc too. I mean, he's a tremendous asset to this town. And you guys really need to do everything to keep his leadership qualities are the best here.
I'd like to speak to that if I can. I have the utmost respect with my father, nowhere close to Don Bolduc, but a big veteran, and I have the utmost respect for him and what he's done in the military. And he gets a big approval from a lot of people in town. I'm not out there. Thank God he's not stopping me, but people that are out there and dealing with him face to face, and he gets a good approval from all I've heard. But I also, and this does not mean I'm against it, my thoughts, I got to be honest here. We got a lot of good people in town. Do we start giving them all a take-home vehicle? It was put out on social media. It was in his contract. He doesn't even have a contract. I don't know how it could be in there.
Gary,
And
this is a conversation for Sergeant
with
Bulldog to be here, please.
I think people need to realize that he's a great guy and he's an unbelievable veteran, but we
Well,
can't.
he's an unbelievable officer also, not just
He's been an officer for like 2 years.
No, he was an officer in Laconia way before this.
We're not going to do this back and forth.
Okay.
So
This is not the subject. I can guarantee you, Nancy, not one person up here has any disrespect for Sergeant Bolt. As a matter of fact, we think he's a terrific officer. Not one of us has that.
thank you, Nancy. Ooh, Frank, Linda.
Linda Vermonte, 118 North Homestead Road. When this committee decided to have a fire, police, and town administrator committee to take and determine what the next steps were last fall, we discussed having a public presentation of what the committee's outcomes were going to be. And as far as I can tell, that hasn't happened. The recommendations came in, I want to say the second week of January at this point, and there has been no public discussions about what this town really needs. There's been no arguments about what this town really needs with residents of this town.
Sounds to me that committee should have came and presented their case in a public hearing to me.
I mean, it wasn't this board that
Right,
That-
we didn't,
came up with that report.
we didn't,
That's,
yeah.
that's for that committee. to
And they were
publicize it.
making their own determination, not the determination.
But they were presenting it to the
Right.
board.
And it's
So-
been,
So I'm gonna relate this to master plan and CIP. So you come up with a CIP plan, it falls on the planning board.
Yeah.
Planning board approves it. Planning board does not present it to the select board. They just hand it to us and go, here you go, here's the report. They come up with a master plan committee, comes up with a master plan, hands it to the select board. They don't present it to us. That's exactly what this public safety administration committee did. They handed us a report. We're not gonna sit here and do a public about it. Like if that committee wants to, they can do something publicly and talk about it.
Agreed to with the board. I remember that specifically with Rob Ellis sitting here, saying that we were gonna have a public presentation of the recommendations.
We can't publicly, we're gonna do a presentation on your report. That should be coming from the committee.
I mean, I don't
The
remember
report
that.
is
I
out
remember
there.
saying we were going to get a report from
Yeah.
them, recommendations, and it showed up later than we expected. But I don't remember that part of it. I'd have to go through the minutes and
I would
Double
look
check
for the
that.
minutes because that was sent.
no, I will. Thank you, Linda. Though. Frank.
Frank McDonald, hello everybody. Just wanted to talk about the next steps with the bond that was approved. And we finalized allowed a narrative on the final application. And now has to go goes to the town next. And an email was sent out at the end of last week. Myself and so right at this point we need to forward it to town and if you click on that link and fill that out, but just let us know when you do that. And then what we do is that we forward the application to town. That's the protocol. Okay, so she clicks on a link, so let us know, Katie, myself, and then Katie sends you the full application. Okay, and then contact information, etc. So Rick, I believe you're on as a signee as well.
Okay.
Send it to Rob last year. We have plenty. It's due May 1st.
All right.
So we've got plenty of time. We just we want to get ahead.
Don't say that, because if it gets put on the back burner, then we're screwing
That's why
around last minute
Right.
trying to get that out.
That's why
You said May 1st is the due date on that?
We want to get it. We want to get shown up with a couple weeks before. And really, like I said, the major part, the narrative is done. It's just really contact information, the town, some protocols with the town as far as fiscal stuff. And that's it. And Karen, if you have any questions, or Rick, Katie's going. She is the chief financial person.
Okay.
So if you have any questions, you can contact her directly. That's Catherine's name. But I will CC. I'm going to send out an email tomorrow. I'll include you and Rick on that. And Rick, what was it? It's just Artarian.
Yeah. Yeah. Advice to Donald. Yeah.
So Rick's not the chair anymore either. FYI.
Yeah, but I think I already signed it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, Rick would come chair.
You can.
Oh,
Yeah.
He is.
Yep.
But I think I almost want to say I signed something already for that.
well, it should be whatever current, I think.
Current, whatever it is. Yeah.
I would think it would be the current chain of command, if you
Yep.
Okay,
So,
and that's
Rob
fine.
was former,
Yep.
so now you know. pre-application.
That's how it got thrown into me.
Yep.
So you're sign something.
Okay.
You're the, okay, then it's going to be signed.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know what the questions are if you want to make sure.
Sure.
Before I answer them.
Okay.
And then it's your full name, or just a.
Just A Sylvester.
Alright, that's it, okay?
Thanks, Frank.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Frank.
Thank you.
Any more public input? Close public input at 7:37. Did we ever have Fab look at the damage up at Highway?
Yeah.
Assess that?
Yes, but I
What
We
did
didn't
he?
get a
I don't think
proposal
I've
yet?
gotten anything in
Nothing yet.
writing from him.
Okay.
I think he thought it maybe be a little bit high on the appraisal.
And that's what they were worried about, yeah. Did we have a follow up with the security cameras? Just so we know.
We're gonna send it out to the three companies,
Okay.
get bids,
Yep.
before we replace anything.
Perfect. And then we still have the job postings up for Highway, PD.
Yeah, the PD, YouTube has posted for that, the grader operator ad was still up.
Is there labor, Laborer.
I'm not sure if the labor,
truck driver labor ad?
it
Still up.
was I think just a truck driver, and the last one that was placed.
Or truck
Oh,
driver?
no, it was for two positions, the
Yeah.
truck driver and the laborer, one was female and one not.
Are we
Yeah.
posting for the road agent, for lack of a better word?
You haven't
Is it-
discussed it?
No.
Yeah, we got to discuss that.
We
Post
should
that.
be.
We should
We should be. I-
definitely be,
We need to review the job posting too.
Yeah.
From what we had last time, probably, and just clarify if we need to, or just
Karen, I'm sorry. Ingrid.
Sorry.
Where are we posting? Like, where are we
So
advertising?
Indeed.
Well, yeah,
Now, Indeed is good. but-
yeah, we use Indeed, we do the website, we do the local Laconia Daily Sun. We send out to the Municipal Association, that's a free ad site. Typically, that's it, to try to advertise in a newspaper, whatever, it's very costly, especially in
Yeah.
Manchester.
And more, it's not.
We don't want Manchester anyway.
Manchester,
I wonder if, is there any like kind of, not building trades, but some kind of association that has some type of, like the municipal association, but something more like on the construction line that might have, that might have like a monthly thing or a website where they advertise stuff. Just, I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud.
Unemployment officers should do it.
Like
I don't know if UNH the T2 program does, if they have
Oh, I don't know.
oh,
I
that's
don't
a
remember.
thought.
We used to post for the different colleges, the
Yeah,
tech,
yeah,
but that was for, like, people just beginning after graduating, not
yeah,
necessarily, like
Yeah.
a road agent
No.
position.
Yeah.
but like something less than.
Just be able to attack an audience that's within 10, 20 miles,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Power drive.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for us to, especially where, we're trying to get where we need to be on the pay scale. Driving an hour to work probably doesn't quite cut it.
And we have applications for an administrative assistant to the town administrator. Can we have everybody look at them? Give like 5 or 6 recommendations to who to interview. Make sure they're still interested because we've had this for a while.
I know.
So,
Waiting for-
but since we have a new board
Wait,
now,
didn't you already go through them?
Well, Andy and myself and the office staff.
Okay.
And so we have 5.
You have 5, have you narrowed it down to 2?
We narrowed, and before, we would hold, some interviews and then bring it to the board. But the board asked that they be involved in the whole process, and unfortunately, it hasn't been able to move forward. So
That was back when Rob asked us to go look at them all. So, and I only bring it up now because Suzanne's done next week. So that leaves that open position in town hall.
Well,
So,
yeah, go ahead.
no. So, you and the officer you've narrowed it down to a certain
Five,
number.
and Andy
Yeah.
did as well. So
Yeah.
there's five potentials.
Can you narrow it down further? Do you feel comfortable narrowing it down further?
Well, maybe we could bring the 5 in, or bring 3 of them in. Just go through the list, pick 3, and then. So, if you guys don't want to look at them.
I mean, we can look at them, but I mean, if you guys have found something that you actually like, I mean, then just bring them in and we'll interview the 3,
Okay. Just checking with the board. So.
right?
Let's
I mean,
do
you
that.
guys,
No,
you guys okay with that? I mean, I don't want to put it off any longer or delay it. You know what I mean?
You're gonna lose
Exactly.
what you have.
I think it's-
another job somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we should move on it.
But we need
If
to.
we
We
see
need to move on
potential.
that.
I mean, if you got a 5 that you don't really, then you know what I mean.
See if the 5 are still interested. So, okay, that's taken care of. One last thing. I'll say it for now. April 11th is the date we're going to plan to move the tax clerk's office into behind you. So that is a Saturday, but just to let the public know. So that Monday may be a little hairy, just an FYI. But they just got some final touches to do in there, and we're planning to move them in. So. And that's all I have. Anybody else have anything else they want to?
Mike?
Cleaning RFPs on the agenda? Are we
Oh.
supposed to talk about that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Good catch.
What one?
Paving RFP.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, too many papers in front of me. Oh, everybody look at the paving RFP.
Yep.
So on the paving RFP is North Barnstead Road from Pittman to Rand Road, full reclaiming the road, bindering it. Then there's maintenance shim on Beauty Hill West, West Lock, Watson Road. At least while those are still
Is
in
that-
decent shape, we can save them. Sorry,
Is that both ends of West Lock or
West
down on the backside of Beauty Hill, where it comes out on Beauty Hill?
where it comes on Beauty Hill, that side.
No,
Where
by
that's-
your house.
Neither is it by mine.
I was
I
gonna say,
live on
neither-
the
yeah.
dirt part.
Yeah. So at least while that road is still in decent shape and we can maintain it and keep it that way, we're gonna do that. I've also put in there the library parking lot, the drive into the library as well, and Maple Street. We are gonna reclaim Maple Street, redo the catch basins, the grates, the frames to fix that. Maple Street is all for anticipation of when the school finishes and they pave. So next year, Maple Street will get topped when the school is completely done. And that'll be just like we had talked about last year to do. So
So now's a good time to do Maple Street.
yes, to do that, and with the truck still going over it, and if there's binder, and coordinate with the school when they do their paving and our paving, and get it all done. So. I just said that. So yeah. So if everybody's good with that, I will let you know when you can send it out once the state puts out their AC adjustment. That's the last thing I need to put in that. They haven't. So unless Jason gets me that number tomorrow.
I'll work on that.
So okay. You have anything?
Only if the board wants to approve
Oh yeah.
the budget with the raises that were in place for all the departments. We've had some requests because that's retroactive back to January. So
Yep.
people are anxiously awaiting that retroactive check and the new pay rate.
Yep. Make a motion to approve the pay raises that were approved at town meeting
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that's just with the change
Yes,
to Jesse's.
correct. Yep. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Does the board have anything else?
Yeah, I just got one more. Looking at our legal costs last year and our legal costs this year, or what we anticipate, I'd like to recommend to the board that we act a little more conservative with that line item, and in which case maybe I'd like to propose that all requests for legal counsel go through the board and get approved.
You mean like from the departments?
From anywhere, just so that we're aware of all communications with legal.
Yeah, because planning board
We
also,
got killed last year. We got absolutely killed.
Okay.
So instead of just reaching out every time we think we needed legal advice,
Yeah.
let's the board talk about it. That way, and then make sure that the chair is copied on any additional communication after that.
And the zoning chair as well. Yeah.
yes, yep.
Mm.
Be very
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
I thought I did.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry,
Did you?
I didn't. Hear.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We haven't determined that yet.
No, actually we did. It was on our schedule, wasn't it?
No, we postponed it. Remember?
Right.
Yeah, but I thought we had put it
To wait until
back on.
after their new
Yeah, they wanted to wait till after.
people came in.
Okay.
to office.
They just have that first meeting.
I'm giving them some time
Wait.
before we meet with them.
Okay.
So, yep. That all from everybody? Do
I think I'm good.
we have any non-publics?
I don't. Does anyone else?
What's that?
Do you have any non-publics? Do you want them?
What are we talking about?
Or not?
I don't know. She
Oh, about this.
wanted to, and then
Well, she's not here.
I know.
Then no.
It was without, it's not with her.
Okay, answer that. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Jason, I'll put you down.
Yep.
If we're gonna have a non-public with that, about Sarah needs to be
Yeah.
no. You know something we don't?
No.
I don't know anything.
No.